Hello and welcome. I am Matt Taylor and this is my variety channel. Today I'm going to put my new iPhone SE camera to the test. I'm going to do a series of tests: indoor lighting, indoor low light, outdoor low light. I'm going to test the audio quality on the iPhone with and without a microphone to see what the differences are, and I will compare them to my little home studio setup that I use for most of my videos. Right now, this camera that I'm using is my Canon 70D with a 50mm lens, and I've been using this camera and setup for several years, over 6 years now, and I'm really happy with it. And my iPhone, I didn't buy it to replace my Canon 70D. There's not really a huge comparison between an iPhone and a proper DSLR, but iPhone cameras and also just cameras in general on phones are getting incredible. The quality is turning out amazing. So I'm going to run through some differences between the two cameras, and I'll show some accessories that I have for my iPhone to make filming with it a little easier. And so there we go. Let's dive right into all these different tests that we're going to do. All right, so the first test I want to do is here in my studio with all my lights on, some professional lights. And this camera right here is the Canon 70D, and I'm using my professional microphone that you can't see, it's up here. And now this camera over here is my iPhone SE 2020 model. And I'm just using the microphone on the camera right there, just the normal native microphone that comes on the phone, and without any microphones plugged into it, any additional microphone. So it's just the onboard mic on the phone. And now let me plug in my headphones that has the microphone on it, and we will test out the difference. It's going to be a bit of a stretch because I don't have a really long cable, but we'll make it work. Okay, so here we have this with my microphone with the headphones plugged into the iPhone, and you can check out the different qualities of the sound. Pretty cool, the difference, and also compare this sound to the sound of my microphone connected to this camera right here. So this audio is the audio for my professional mic connected to the Canon 70D, and then this audio right here is the sound coming from the headphone microphone that comes with the iPhone SE. Pretty cool, the differences. So there we go, pretty awesome. So that's the first test I wanted to do, is the video quality of the iPhone SE compared to the Canon 70D here in my studio with proper lighting that I usually use all the time for my cooking videos. That's a plug for my other channel, my cooking channel. If you love to cook, go check that out, In the Kitchen with Matt. Let's go on to the next test. Here we have another lighting test. This is in the same location, but I have my blinds opened up and I have those professional lights turned off, and I'm just using the daylight balanced lights, LED lights that are plugged into my chandelier above. That's the only light I'm using. And I didn't do any adjustments with the camera. I didn't boost the ISO or anything like that. And you can tell that this 50mm lens on the Canon 70D just works, it does really well. And there's not going to be really a good comparison between phones, low light capability, and what you can get with DSLRs. But it's going to be fun to go through this challenge with the iPhone SE. Now, once again, this is the iPhone SE, and under these same lighting conditions, I'm just using the onboard audio from the phone and not using the headphones for this one. So you can see the differences there. So here I am filming in really low light, and I wanted to mention that when you are filming in self mode, which is what I'm doing right now, it only allows you to do HD 30 frames a second. You can't switch it to 4K 24 or even 60 frames a second. It only lets you do HD 30 when you are filming it on yourself, but I can switch it around. This is the same view, but if I switch it around, I can switch the different modes. It's fairly dark outside and definitely dark inside of my house. It's about 7:30 p.m. And also I am using my headphones here, plugged in, and I'm very excited or very happy about the audio quality that these headphones get. And I've been impressed in general with the audio that you can get with phones. Pretty awesome, very good, clear audio. Pretty awesome. And here I am again outside my house, and it is about 7:45. And the camera is automatically lightening the image up as opposed to what I'm actually seeing with my eyes, and it still looks really good for how less or for how much light that there is. And then here we are again. This will be my final test outside with video. It's very, very, very low light, but we'll give it a go. You can see there in the sky, pretty good coloring in the sky for how dark it is, but the sun has been down for a while. And then if I just walk around, it's just really dark, but Alright, I want to show you my little setup that I have here. I have the phone attached with this little phone holder, and I'll do a close-up and talk about it a little bit in a moment. And I just have this Amazon Basics tripod that was like 20 bucks. It's really cool for keeping the camera stable, and when I want to get stable shots, or if I just want to set it up and then I can film myself without having to hold the camera. And here is the iPhone camera holder. It doesn't necessarily have to be an iPhone, it can be a generic phone, and it's by Ulanzi, some brand out of China. Comes in this little box. And then what you do is you will take your phone and you can just put it right in here, and it has this, it's spring loaded. And what you'll do is you'll put your phone in there and you'll tighten this down, just like a little vise, and you want to make sure not to go over your controls. And there you go, and you could just set it up like that if you want. A great way of just laying it down on a counter or something because of this nice flat bottom, or it has a mount for a tripod mount. So this is a tripod mount for my Amazon Basics, and then you can put it in there, screw it on, and this goes into the tripod. Very simple. I'll put a link down below where you can pick up that tripod, the Amazon Basics tripod, and this Ulanzi phone holder, I guess if you want to call it. And there you have it, a look at the camera on the iPhone SE. I really enjoy the iPhone SE and I'm glad I own it. And yeah, if you want to take a look at the review video I did on this camera, I talk about other things about it, and I did an unboxing. Click that eye up in the corner and you can find that video. Also, I want to point out that you probably noticed that in all the low light photos and video, there was some graininess to the picture and they weren't as crisp and clear. The iPhone SE is not the best in low light, and that's okay. I didn't buy it for low light. If you really want good low light, you're gonna have to go for a more expensive camera like the iPhone 11 or the Samsung or even the Google Pixel 4. I think it's the 4. All have pretty decent low light, and the ones that have specific night mode. And so pick those up if you're really concerned with low light. But all in all, I'm very impressed with the image quality and good lighting conditions and amazing video that the iPhone SE is able to produce. I'm Matt Taylor, and this is my variety channel. Until next time, take care, everyone.